What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fuzzy Bulls back in with another action video. Here we are again. It is the Indiana Fever at the Atlanta Dream. The Dream just beat the Fever in their last game in Indiana. Now Indiana is coming to Atlanta to play the Dream. I had the Fever winning this game. I said even though we had the discussion, if you watched the previous video, which you should watch, about the Fever not being able to are very powerful offensively, but dealing defensively against teams that have true centers or real bigs like Brittany Griner and Brianna Jones on the Dream, they're not going to be able to compete with them, or they're going to struggle against those to defend those teams. And that happened in the first game where they ended up actually losing, but this game they figured it out and they made an adjustment. Again, the Fever are potentially a contender. I think they're definitely a playoff team. I don't know currently right now if they're a contender. They should be though, but I didn't think they would lose twice to the Dream. That would be pretty nuts if they did. I thought they should be good enough to be able to adapt, even though they do struggle defensively against these bigs. But, I wanted to see. So, also, I didn't even shout out. What was the coach's name? Carl Smezko. Shout out. I believe it's his first year as a WNBA coach, and he got his first win. I didn't even shout him out. Shout out Carl Smezko on his first win, especially on the road. That's a big win for him. So shout out him. But yeah, this game seemed to be a little close. I mean, both games were close. I figured it was gonna be competitive, but let's see how it goes here. Atlanta is up currently 7-2 with 8 minutes to go. They seem to have a better game from Natasha Howard this game. She was pretty absent in the first matchup, but again, what a block from BG. Finds it to Natasha Howard, who gets it in. I think that might have been it. Natasha Howard had a pretty quiet game that first time these teams met. So Ryan Howard on Kelsey Mitchell is a complete mismatch as she makes one just throws it up over Kelsey Mitchell. 31-29 with 2 minutes to go, and the second Fever are up. Yeah, Ryan Howard just chucked it up over Kelsey Mitchell. She's just taller. She's just taller. Guards, forwards, just taller. Ryan Howard with the three. Again, if you remember me last season, a Ryan Howard three is one of the most beautiful things in the WNBA. The shot is beautiful. It looks lovely. 42-38, 8 minutes to go in the third. Fever are up. Kelsey Mitchell's just too fast. One of the fastest with the ball. Still, Kelsey Mitchell in the league is one of the fastest with the ball in her hands. Ryan Howard step back three over Kelsey Mitchell. Nah, I'm telling you guys, it's tough. Dream are up 4 with 4 minutes left to go. They're up 4 with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. That must have been a collapse. Wow, what a throw. Howard just threw that up, down 2, Fever are down 2. Okay, now the Fever up 1 with 42 seconds to go. Is there a dagger 3 or dagger bucket coming? Wow. Clark finds Aaliyah Boss and puts them up 3 points with 36 seconds left to go. Yeah, it looks like final score 81-76. I don't think the Fever were able to get a clean shot off. Defense actually showed up there for the Fever. So that's pretty crazy. Is that the Dream were pretty much up. They kind of looked like they choked that away, and the Fever came back there towards the end. But let's look at this. Let's look at the box score here. Only 1 point for Bonner. Yeah, not doing it. That's not enough. That's not going to do it. You didn't bring Bonner to score 1 point. 8 rebounds. That was pretty good. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. That's much better from Natasha Howard. I think she had 6 points in the first matchup. She was absent then. 26 points there. Aaliyah Boston, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. That seems like they flip-flopped. Those 2 points. Kelsey Mitchell had 17, 11 points. I do remember this day. 11 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 turnovers. This game was noticeable because Clark had 0. This was the first game she hasn't made a single 3 in. She was 0 for 5 from 3-point range. And I remember because everyone was flaming Angel Reese. We'll talk about this in the next game. Because Angel Reese didn't make any points from within 4 feet of the basket. Missed all her shots. It was funny because both Reese and Clark actually had their worst games, I think, as players ever on the same day. So that was very interesting. Obviously, Reese got more of the brunt than Clark did, but that's what else is new. 10 points from Lexi Hull. That's pretty good off the bench. 9 points from Sophie Cunningham. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Sophie Cunningham, that's not a block too. That's not bad off the bench. They'll take it. But again, Fever get a dub here. But so for the Dream, how did the Bigs do this time? 15-11. Bree Jones still feasted. Feast is strong, but she still played very well again against the Fever here. We're able to kind of stop her, get another double. Was able to stop Brittany Griner maybe at the foul trouble. Yeah, she fouled out. So 5 points, 7 rebounds, 11 points from Alicia Gray, 24 points from Ryan Howard. Looked a lot better. And Pow Pow, again with the starts from Pow Pow. 11 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. I'll take it. That's pretty cool. Nia Coffey, I'm taking note of because I had her in fantasy. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and a turnover. That's going to be solid. Well, fantasy turnout. Let's look at that right now, actually. Let's go to fantasy. So how did we do here? This is May 22nd, the second day, or May 22nd, another day here. Again, I got cooked. Natasha Howard, 35.5. That's a great outing. On the May 22nd, yeah, I lost this day. 35.5. And then I had nobody from this game. So yeah, I was cooked. I was cooked in that one. All right, what about my other one where I just lost this game? 1 point from Walker Kimbrough. And 11 points from Brittany Griner. Again, had foul trouble. Wasn't really playing that much. 16.5. That's the total. And then I had 15 from Coffee. Excuse me. Yeah, 6. So 15 from Coffee. And just I ended up dropping and adding people. Excuse me. I'll take 15 from Coffee. I definitely will. I made it close. Again, that's honestly you kind of win this day if he had this many players and he had 3 players and I had 1, and he only had 1 more point than me. Still though, still ended up losing, so it doesn't really matter. But 15 points from Coffee is great. Again, I don't think the Dream should be sad about this loss. I mean, they kind of choked it away at the end there, but didn't have Brittany Griner down the stretch, foul trouble, and then the Fever had to come back again to try and win this game. So shout out to them for doing it. They go to 2-1, and then Dream fall to 1-2. But I don't know. It's an interesting game. Again, I'm definitely going to be monitoring the Fever when they play teams that have true centers. So it'll be interesting to see. But let me know what you guys think. Again, what do you guys think about Clark is making 0 threes on this day? Didn't really matter because it still won the game. But I believe also there was a clip from this game where Clark and Ryan Howard got into it, and there's a clip where Clark said, "I'm not afraid of you." It's another just thing where Clark's going at somebody, or just there, or it depends on how you look at it. Depends how you look at it. There's just another instance with Clark again, and obviously that blows up online because of the fans and everything like that. So that's beside the point. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Another game down. We're gonna keep it going. I got bingo soon. We're gonna try and crank out a couple more before I have to go and eat lunch. But that's what I'm doing. Appreciate you guys. Peace.